Welcome back, everybody. Coolbro794 here, and today we are here with Score Attack. Now, sorry I am a little late on this. It was just 2.5 was quite hype. I wanted to cover all the news first. And I am running a team that has been showcased multiple times, but I feel like the way you run it changes a little with the Score Attack. It's kind of hard to get all your uses out. I actually end with two Kakyoin uses and no Risotto uses left. For the strategy for this one, you definitely want to start out with boxes. I think I opened that Kakyoin box on accident, but you want to make boxes and then put them in the corners where Kakyoin's erase avoids. This Score Attack kind of sucks. It's very, very dependent on, like, oh, I have to pray that Narancia doesn't replace over my boxes, and then if he does, I just have to make more. And then after Kakyoin does his thing, it's like, okay, I have to pray Kakyoin doesn't replace under those. Like, what? You see the Risotto panel in the corner got replaced by a Kakyoin panel? Yeah, he does that. So you really have to keep those boxes until the 2 points where Narancia makes a lock panel and some blocks. Because for both of those, you need 2 blocks to get rid of all the panels. Not 2 blocks, 2 boxes. It would normally be 3 for the first one, but voiced Kakyoin's erase hits the one on the very end, as you'll see right here. 1 box, you make the match, and then put it in the middle, right there. And Kakyoin destroys that one on the end, so you've gotten past that checkpoint. And the most frustrating part about this run is that you can't have a real run until you don't break combo and get past those sections. So, like, if you break combo during the next one, oh, your run's dead. Congratulations. Like, it just sucks to try over and over and over and over and over and sit there, and it's not like, oh, I wasn't good enough, I didn't make enough boxes. It's, oh, I hope my luck is good enough that Kakyoin doesn't replace any and that Narancia doesn't replace any, so I have them by the next loop. That's kind of all you can do with this team, though, is keep trying and trying, especially with Risotto, because obviously better Risotto pattern. The only like skill part in this is that like getting your loops out. How many can you get? Can you keep combo? Because like if you get the boxes, obviously you need to keep your combo and get rid of the panels. You have to have enough skill to do that, and you have to be fast enough at the game to get your uses out. And if you're unfamiliar with the regular Risotto and Kakyoin strategy, if you charge Kakyoin really fast before making matches in stand-up, you also want to do it during stand-up time because it does a lot more damage. However, you also want to make sure, like, my Kakyoin's SL5, and even on those he, like, just barely charges. Kakyoin's cooldown is too high for you to consistently do it. You really want to make sure you only use the Risotto Kakyoin combo during stand-up time if you have not made any matches yet, so they give him charge afterwards. That's really it for this team. You do this pretty much for the rest of the run. I believe 2 more notches on the clock up there is when the second thing hits, and then the boxes really only matter just to get rid of the panels you can't hit. You don't have to, like, keep them there and pray they stay. You just, try to clear up some board, because you can. Like right here, yeah, I think I do it. Because a lot of the board is open when you use it during stand-up time. Yeah, that's mostly it for the run. Just like a basic explanation of what you should be doing. I like making maybe 1 match after stand-up time, just so I can get a little closer, because it is very easy to not get enough matches on the board after Kakyoin's skill to make it to stand-up time without breaking combo. So I like to make one match or something after stand-up time, just to be a little more on the safe side. Oh, did you guys hear about what's happening with the pause spamming meta? Bandai hates it. I'm usually right about a lot of things. You should know by now my ego's kind of big, and I'm definitely gonna show that here. But it's just like, the only thing I'm not usually right on is like how good a unit is, because I'll look at it and it'll be like, I was like, Kakyoin, he's okay, but he's not that good. And then I was like, oh, he's a lot better than I thought he'd be. Voice Diablo I thought was gonna be really bad, but then people started using him. So, just before I say this, I would definitely take any of my, like, if I'm looking at the news and looking at skills, that's just like a first impressions guess. Don't take that as, like, that is set in stone, because I've been wrong a couple times on that, just based on looks. With that said, when I was looking at the pause spamming meta in one of my videos, I'm like, this is an exploit. And people are just got so mad. cool bro, it's not an exploit, you're just garbage. Stop calling it an exploit when it's a game mechanic. You're just not as good as them because you're below them. Ah! It's like, okay. I mean, like, I don't think you should use it though, it makes the game unfun. There's no way the devs intended for it. They're like, oh, but cool bro, the pause button is part of the game. They programmed the pause button in so you can use it. Yeah. This is not 100% set in stone. This is mostly rumors and one tweet from Bandai. They might start banning players. They do not like the pause button meta, like they said they wouldn't. They're trying to fix it immediately. And there are rumors that players who have used it during score attack to get incredibly high scores will start to be banned. I don't think this is going to happen. I definitely don't think this is going to happen. Specifically because the players with like insanely high scores, like, you know, Char up there with 200 million, spends a lot of money on the game. You ban those players, then you're gonna lose some of your big money spenders. So there's pretty much no way they're actually gonna ban the big players. I'm thinking maybe at most for like a punishment they go, oh, you'll show up on the leaderboard for this score attack, but you won't get any rank rewards or something like that. Like, oh, you can't participate in the leaderboard for the score attack or something like that. Like, maybe you'll still get rewards, but you won't show up, so you can't tell anybody how well you did. I don't know. I don't actually think they're gonna punish anyone, but I do think it's funny that I was like, you shouldn't use this, it's not intended, and people are like, no, it's a good thing, people are just getting better at the game, and then it's like, oh, you might get banned, which again, I don't think is gonna happen, but I don't know, I'm not one for it. I actually did try it. I tried it on Bingo though, not Score Attack, just because, yeah, I don't think it's very fun. I'm not super good at it, and already my Diablo time in Bingo turned from the normal, like, 10 or 7 seconds to, like, a solid minute. I mean, it was a bit better. I got like, 4 mil without, like, boosted support, with a level 50 partner, with no power-ups and random tiers, like, you know, it's pretty good, it works, but just, like, the game doesn't want you to do that. The pause button was not implemented so you could mash it. The pause button was implemented so if you had to go to the bathroom in the middle of a run, you could pause the game and come back. Yeah, so pause meta might be gone next score attack, maybe even the next. I'm hoping it's gone next score attack because I do believe voice GR will be meta. Specifically, like, those score attacks where the unit's definitely number 1 if it's level 80. I think, like, top 5 is all gonna have voice GRs. And the pause button would be quite relevant for his like, stand-up time loops, and I really don't want to go, oh wow, I want to check out what's happening in top 100. And it's a half an hour long video of someone mashing a pause button. Like, you know, I'm just not a fan of it. JoJo events, I think they did Anniversary or 2.5 Anniversary quite well. I'm really liking the Pitterfest banner thing. Spoilers right now, I would stop if you haven't seen my summon video, if you don't want to be spoiled on the polls. A lot of people are flocking over that, I would check it out. Yeah, okay. that was enough time to click off. So, me pulling, like, Voice GR and Anubal, they were featured units, right? Like in that last multi. But I got V4Kak, and it's like, oh wow, that's a cool limited unit I probably wouldn't have gotten otherwise because I wouldn't summon for him. That's fun. I see all kinds of people all around after this banner came out, like, oh, I didn't pull Voice Gur even though I wanted him, but I got Voice Gyachio and Voice Diablo, and other people are like, oh, I got Voice Kosaku here even though I wanted Gur, but I think he's really cool, so I'm happy. I think it's a really great concept to just be throwing limited units on these banners, even when they don't show up very often. And while I do understand that they won't be coming back on other banners, I think because of that they should have to do Pitterfest banners. No, sorry. They should have to do Pitterfest banners more often, because, like, for example, Voice Part 4 Jotaro. I'm waiting to pull my 2 more copies when he comes back as a featured unit. But if it's only on Pitterfest banners, if he doesn't come out as the Part 2 banner for this event, as the Part B banner for Golden Week, then are you telling me the soonest I can see him is August for a download celebration, if they even decide to do that again? Like, I don't think the Pitterfest banners should be restricted to just special events, unless specifically all special events are only gonna have Pitterfest banners. Like, because normally, on most celebrations with more than one banner, we would get a step up and another normal banner. Is it going to be only Pitterfest banners now? Or are we going to get step ups more often and then special events will have normal banners? Like, how are we gonna see this in the future? I don't think it should be restricted, but I do like that they're making the limited units more available when the rates are so low. I think it's quite fun to be able to pull a random unit you didn't expect. Like, like I said, voiced Fugo, he was one of the limiteds from the Pitterfest banner, so I got him. So, oh, okay, cool, that's kind of fun. I hope your guys' summons went well. I know a lot of people did. I know a lot of people didn't. Specifically, a lot of people who bought the $50 ticket didn't. I had one guy in my chat. I had one guy in my chat when I streamed when 2.5 anniversary went live who said, "Oh, cool, bro, I bought the DX ticket and I pulled Trish and Mista's body." I was like, "Oh, that sucks, dude." And Renty and I are making a joke about it. And then Renty buys his DX ticket and pulls the exact same unit in the 1 in 19 units. I mean, I was like, I kinda said it though. It's just not good. I wouldn't like flame you for not. I wouldn't say you made a bad choice if you do buy the ticket. Just because, like, I know a lot of people will be pulling voiced Diavolo, voiced Fordoro from their DX ticket, and there's nothing wrong with that, you bought the ticket, you got your unit, you happy? But I think, because you only get 1,000 gems from it with the ticket, it's just, there's too high of a chance that you just don't get something you want. I'm saying all this, but I might actually do it myself if I feel the next banner is lame, because if it's not like a 4-door rerun like I really want it to be, I might get the DX ticket and kind of go on that just a little more. Not on the gem summons. I'd save the gems for, like, again, like I said, 4-door. But, a 1 in 19 before they add a bunch of the units to the Pitterfest pool. There's voiced Gyachio, voiced Kosaku Kira, there's voiced Diavolo dupes, voiced Fordoro dupes, there's Chain Jonathan, Angry Josuke, all those things. But yeah, that's going to be the score. And I think I did pretty well this score attack. I'm, quite satisfied. I didn't quite hit top 10. I might, maybe if I keep doing runs over and over again, get a better risotto pattern, but that's going to be it for now. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate all the support. Make sure to like and subscribe down below. Sorry, I'm trying to get a lot done today. Yeah, check out our recommended video over on the left, or another one like this one. And I'll see you later.